Hello and welcome to Chapter 1 of an Imperial Knitfliction. Welcome to an Imperial Knitfliction. My name is Angela. I am the owner and dyer of A5 Fiber Studio on Etsy. You can find me personally on Ravelry and Instagram as angieofspangie, and you can find my shop on Instagram and Facebook as A5 Fiber Studio. I post different colors I'm working on. I love everything that people make with my yarn. So yeah, follow me on all my social medias. There are a lot of them, probably too many. So this is my new, I'm going to call it a vlog. I'm not going to call it a podcast. You can think of it as a podcast. I'm going to call them chapters, not really episodes, and you'll get 2 chapters every month. The first Thursday of the month, you will get a video blog style, what I'm working on, what things have been added to the shop, any life tidbits I'm going to share. I'm not sure. This is new. And then on the 3rd Thursday of the month, you will get a dyeing video. It's not necessarily a tutorial unless I get a lot of feedback saying you want tutorials. I am very new into the dyeing dyeing world. I only started dyeing in November of 2017, and it is currently almost May of 2018, so I'm definitely not experienced. I just thought I'd like to do this for some reason. Who doesn't want to do this? I thought it'd be fun. Picked up knitting, and I was like, let's get into yarn dyeing. So I hope you enjoy this show. If you have any feedback at any point, feel free to leave it in the comments. All of the links will be in the video description, which I will hear for henceforth. Whatever. It's the doobly-doo. If you've been on YouTube enough, it's the doobly-doo, and that is what it is called. So all of the links and information that you could ever want will be there, probably more than you ever want. So let's jump right in. So first things first, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've already said my name is Angela. I was born and raised in the state of Hawaii, which is the tiny one in the middle of the ocean, if you're familiar with that. I learned to knit when I was in middle school. I taught myself out of books. My mom is very crafty, but not necessarily dedicated enough to knit. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. I tried to teach her when I went home recently. Let me know your progress, Mom. So I moved to the state of Missouri in 2015 when I got married to my husband, and I have never experienced the cold before. I mean, like 60 degrees was cold to me. And it started getting very cold, and daylight savings time started, so it got really dark really early, and cold and dark isn't great when you have lived in a warm tropical place that's bright most of the time your whole life. So I went back to knitting because I was like, oh man, I want to be warm. Knitting is warm. And I picked it up in November of 2015. I started working on a blanket. I'll tell you about that sometime. And then it just escalated from there. After I went to a yarn store, I got a skein of yarn, and I was like, I'm gonna make a lace shawl with this thing. And more on that later too, someday. So yeah. And then in late 2017, so 2 years after I'd started knitting regularly, I thought that yarn dyeing would be fun because I'd watched Rebecca from ChemKnits, and that looked like fun, so I tried my hand at food color dyeing, and I did that, and that was fun. And then I thought, you know, might as well just start dyeing yarn for fun and selling it. And so I started a Fry Fiber Studio because I'm not creative with names. It's just my name. So yeah, let me tell you about some of the yarns I've recently dyed. You will see these yarns 2 weeks from now in the dyeing video. It's just going to be like a brief, this is what my studio looks like, this is what my dyeing process is like. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. So let me tell you about these colors. First, we've got this yellow. It needs to be reskinned. It's not really that bad. This is Sprightly Dance. And this is Fallen Petals. And I really wanted to work on more tonals and semi-solids. I have a lot of speckles and variegated colors in my shop right now, and so I don't have anything to coordinate with those. So I thought these would be fun. So the one only speckled color I dyed this month was this one. It's called Tet. T-E-T, Tet. And so it's got pinks in it, so it can very easily coordinate with Fallen Petals. But it's also got hints of yellow, so it can also go with Sprightly Dance. And I've got other yellowish and pinkish colors. These are the ones I've dyed this month. I hope you find something interesting in the shop. There are also older colorways. And then, to go with that, I've dyed a couple of one-of-a-kind skeins. This one is What is Grass? Or What is the Grass? Which comes from a Walt Whitman poem, because Walt Whitman. And this one is Every Atom, which comes from the same Walt Whitman poem. Bonus points if you know which very famous Walt Whitman poem this is. It's not Oh Captain, My Captain, though. Give you a hint. Those are those. And these just came off of my drying rack. I usually go with literature names or Broadway musicals, but this month I have a few anime inspired colors. My husband and I really like to watch anime, so this one is Auto Memories Doll, and it's a really pretty purple. This one is Reading Steiner, which is nice bright aqua. And this is Garrison, which is a great foresty avocado green. It's got little flecks of like a yellowish in it, but it's definitely very green. So these, you can tell by the shower curtain rings that these have come off the drying rack fairly recently. So those should all be in the shop right now if you wanted to go and check any of them out, along with anything else you see there for my next magic trick. I have finished one object in the past March, April, May, 3 months, because I've cast on a lot of shawls. You will see that when I show you my works in progress. So my finished object is this hat. This is JoJo's hat. It is by Jody Brown of the Grocery Girls and Mrs. Brown's Bags. It's super fast. This is with DK yarn. I can even reach over here and show you. I bought a skein of Oceans yarn. This is the color Marvelous Darling, Temptress DK. This was 100 grams skein, and a hat is about half. So I've got to make one more hat. This pattern is super easy to remember. I think I only needed to read it one time through to get the repeat in. And you do 4 repeats before you do the crown decreases. I'm pretty sure I got the crown decreases wrong. can't tell because I shoved a big old pom-pom. Don't remember where the pom-pom came from. I got it on Amazon. I should buy pom-poms on Etsy, but this came from Amazon. So yeah. It's my one finished object of the quarter. Who knows when I'll finish another. But let's go right into some works in progress that I've been working on. I have a lot of things I knit. I never finish anything because that's the kind of person I am. So, I have a precarious pile on this chair next to me. The first thing I'm working on is, I can't show you any pictures. This is the Lamina wrap. It's probably French. It's by Amba O'Brien, who makes very beautiful things, designs very beautiful patterns. I don't know words. And this is my progress at the moment. It has a total of 26 lace panels, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm getting there. It's really easy to remember, and I will tell you the different colors I'm using if you're interested. I will warn you that some of them don't have names. This is Take Some More Tea. This is in my shop right now. I dyed it for the month of March, for quote-unquote March Madness. I don't watch basketball. I thought Madness was more Alice in Wonderland, so there's some Alice in Wonderland colors there. I have these two. These are the same pink. They're from Craftsy. They were leftovers from my Scania shawl. Both of these were mini skeins that I dyed in individual lots, so they're one of a kind. I don't have names for them. I just like the colors. And these two are Flamingo from Knitfliction Capretta. All of the white is also Knitfliction Capretta. And this rainbowy brownish one is from Countess Ablaze. It's tea and tray bakes, because if you hadn't heard about her colorways, that came from an interesting experience she had. You should go follow her on Instagram and read all about that, or listen to the Shiny Bees podcast, I believe, in which she has a whole thing where she talks about it. It's very good. So yeah, that's coming along. Slowly but surely. Maybe next month I'll be done with it. Next, we have this thing I'm working on. This is in my Willoughby Ways bag that's covered in dog hair. So I have a dog. I don't have a dog. My in-laws have dogs. I live with them. And it's got all my pins on it, because I love pins. You can check out my Instagram to learn about all the pins that I have. I need to pin it. I need to put it like right there. I'm gonna get on that someday. And this is the Chill Cat Cowl by Romy Hill. Romy Hill. Probably. I'd be terrible if I get that wrong. I'm literally working on the lace border that finishes this thing. Like, this is so close to being done. Why don't I finish? Lace borders, they get to me. This is in, what is it? Oh gosh. It's yarn by the Fiber Company. Oh, it's Road to China Light. That's what it is. It's super soft and really pretty. And it has a really nice halo. And I love it a lot. And I'm going to finish this in the middle of summer. And I won't be able to wear it, so that's great. And then the last project I will show you This is in a Slipped Stitch Studios bag. That's Invader Zim because I love Invader Zim. These are some toe-up socks I'm working on, 2 at a time, from a sock blank that I dyed. It has really ugly butterflies on it, and I couldn't sell it, so I thought I'd just knit with it. Other than the horrible butterflies, it's great, but I wasn't proud with my work, so. I do have a successful stenciled sock blank with hot air balloons, and I named it Everyone Deserves a Chance to Fly. And I also have a few other sock blanks in the shop. If you want to check those out, they're great for 2 at a time socks. You can also unwind them into 2 separate skeins. They'd be both 50-gram skeins. And you can knit anything with them. You can make mitts, you can make a shawl. The world is your oyster. So the last section we're going to have here is my haul. One of the last weekends in, I can actually just look, April 20th to 22nd was Knitting in the Heartland, which is a biennial, every other year knitting conference that happens. I didn't go to any classes. I just wanted to go to the marketplace because this is the first year that I've been interested in knitting long enough to understand that I could do these things. I didn't know this existed in 2016. So I went and I bought quite a few things that I'm really happy with. One of the first things was I did buy a couple of skeins at Potion Yarns booth. Johanna, she's really nice. She's got a great podcast. For starters was this DK skein that I immediately made a hat out of. That's what I do. Oh, don't mind me. Okay. Pull out this whole thing. The other skein I bought from her was this one. It's in French. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna put it in the video description. I don't speak French. But this is the Dryad fingering, which is 80% merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, and I have some great skeins that I can very easily pair this with. I just loved it because it was like speckly but white. I couldn't help myself. It was great. I got some fiber to spin because I do spin from Prairie's Edge. They're really soft. This is going to be like mint chocolate chip spin. I don't even like mint chocolate chip ice cream, but I like the colors. There's that. Oh yeah. From Willow Island Designs, I got a project bag and some sock blockers. I got a small size because I have small feet. I wear a size 6 shoe, US size. And even these look kind of big for my feet, I think. But that's what I got. And my biggest purchase by far, I didn't get this bag, I just shoved these in this bag. I went to Bigfoot Fibers. Shout out to Sheila, who has the Bigfoot knit cast. She was super nice. I bought all of these things. Oh, I untwisted this skein. That's great. So I've got these 4 colors. If I could get them all nice. I can't. You can see. You can see them. They're beautiful. Because I went in and I told her, I was like, I think I want to make a comfort fade cardi. So I grabbed all of these and I was like, these will go good together. And she was so nice. She just gave me the pattern with all my yarn. So, someday soon, I'm gonna make a comfort fade cardi and it's gonna be beautiful. I have all the other skeins that I need in this bag, I promise. I only got one of this. I got two of all the others. Because I'm not super yellowy. Like, I don't think it looks that great on me. But this color goes so good with all these other colors, I couldn't not get it. So yeah. That's what I drowned all my money into. Did you go to KIF, Knitting in the Heartland? Did you spend all your money? Tell me what you got. Or have you gone to any other fiber events near you recently? Make me feel better about my terrible spending habits. Oh, yeah, I'm doing my hair ever. So bad. Thanks for joining me this week. Check back in 2 weeks for a dyeing video. Like this video if you liked it. You can also dislike it. I'm not going to be that offended. I'm a big girl. I'll be okay. Subscribe though if you want to be notified when my next videos come out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're knitting. Follow me on social media. Yeah. Have a good week. Have a good couple weeks. Yep. I'll have a good sign off. I'll work on that.